But that's a specific word.
Oh, for sure.
Last week that was
We're getting closer to keep the sidewalk strip clear. So if you're on that side, maybe step one in and come to that here.
Okay, Brian and Sam and okay. And then Hilda, do you want to step up? Okay, folks, let's bring it in closer and continue to keep the sidewalk clear. Okay, so we're almost at Bedford and Myrtle, and it's just 2 blocks away from Bedford and Flushing, where the proposed and promised protected bike lane would end for what we hope is phase 1. So we've walked for the past hour, and so we've experienced the Bedford on its calmest day, but we have also seen the stretch, how long the stretch really goes from Dean to Flushing, just a few blocks away. So this is a great opportunity to also, we'll have a moment in a bit to share out reflections and talk about next steps. But I first wanted to invite one of our activists, longtime advocates for Safe Streets, Hilda Cohen, to say a few words. Thank you. Welcome, Hilda.
Hi, thanks. So I'm Hilda Cohen. I've been biking these streets mostly with kids. I started in 2015 Critical Mass NYC, and for the last couple of years I've been part of Bergen Bike Bus, which starts and ends, and we cross Bedford at Bergen, which is even farther south than Dean. And you know, in the however many 12, and then I've got 2 kids that I biked with before Critical Mass, we have never done a route on Bedford. Never. We cross it with our fingers crossed. We will not do a route on Bedford until it becomes safer. And in fact, my youngest is 18, and he would bike on his own after about 14 to bike different bike things, mostly baseball. And the refrain was, just stay off Bedford. Just stay off Bedford. And this is one of those things, when you bike with kids, you know, biking with yourself is at times scary, and a small brush with danger might scare you off a bike. But when you're biking with kids, it's even, I mean, your cargo is even more precious. And how you bike and how defensive you become, and you know, triangle motion, making sure that your cargo, your people are protected. So yes, I've been biking with kids for a very long time. If you would let me, I would bike with yours. But I just wanted to say more, as McKendry had stated, she's starting a bike bus. One of the things about a bike bus that we do is we allow kids to get to school a different way. They don't, you know, one of the things that you see, there's so many kids, there's so many schools along Bedford. There's not any ways to get there other than crossing Bedford. And so a bike bus, look us up, bikebus.nyc. The more we can have, the more, like McKendry starting a new bike bus, that's what we need. Kids are advocates, kids are traveling too. Thanks.
Okay, hey. How's it going, everyone? I want to make sure someone gets recognized for their amount of effort that has been astronomical. It's Kathy, so huge round of applause for Kathy. immense efforts on this front. I'm Sam. I live nearby. I'm one of the co-chairs of the Brooklyn Activist Committee that Transportation Alternatives helps out with. We are, thanks. We're a bunch of activists in Brooklyn advocating for safer streets here. Bedford Avenue and Better Bed-Stuy, Better Bedford is a huge campaign for us this year, but we have a number of amazing other campaigns. To name a few, we worked on Crashland, slash the Ashland Navy protected bike lane. We worked on advocating for Flatbush Streets for People, Clinton Hill Safe Streets, Prospect Heights Streets for People, very relevant nearby here as well. So I just wanted to shout out, you can get involved. You can be as involved as you want as an activist to be pushing for change from our elected officials. And we found that it's effective. Your voices are heard. We have monthly meetings so that we can organize, we can find strategies to campaign to make sure our elected officials are hearing us, and we would love for you to be a part of it. So if you want to be involved in TABK, just chat with me, with Kathy, with Brian, our other co-chair, with Lewis, any of us. Hey Lewis. Any of us can help you get involved with TABK. Louder? Louder. Oh, wow, this thing goes really loud. I'll pass it to Brian.
Thank you, Sam. I just wanted to thank y'all again for coming out with us. We have heard many people talk to us about the importance of a better Bedford. So at the very beginning, we heard from District Leader Shaquana Boykin. We heard from, I just tried the long list of everybody who spoke today. We heard from Thomas Warden from PS 93, Ms. Al Boogie and Pia Monique Murray from Stoops Bed-Stuy. We heard from Councilmember Osei. We heard from Councilmember Ressler. We heard from Senator Jabari Brisport. We heard from Ms. Dale Charles, from the Executive Director of the Bed-Stuy Gateway Bid. Sorry, I can just keep listening, people. But the message is the same. We want a better Bedford, and we are surprised that it's not here yet. I think our feelings were summed up by Councilmember Osei today. He was told in the spring that it would be in the spring, and then in the summer, and then in the fall, and here we are on the cusp of another spring. And where is the project that the mayor promised us for Bedford? Thank you all for coming out. In a moment, we're going to share about what we. I was thinking today when I was like, oh, what do I wear today? Because I'm not really sure about the weather, and I was like, well, what would say Bedford? And I didn't really know, because who has a T-shirt that says Bedford? Does anyone here have a T-shirt that says Bedford, a sweatshirt, anything? All right. So I was like, well, you have a Dodgers shirt, and the Dodgers played on Bedford Avenue when they played at Evans Field, and that's the closest I got. And that's a reminder that we don't just want to fix the stretch from Flushing to Dean, but we want to fix all of Bedford, and we want to go beyond Dean, so past Evans Field, and then all the way to the end of Bedford and Coney Island, and on the other end, Greenpoint on Manhattan Avenue. So thank you very much. Does anybody have any thoughts that they want to share with us towards the end? Anybody who has learned anything, any observations from walking along this lovely in some ways stretch of Bedford, and in other ways kind of scary and crowded?
While people are thinking, Justin wants to say something. We also invite people to create flyers that they can share with their fellow building.
I'm going to pass it off to Justin Levine.
And thank you, Justin, for marshalling, and Brandon Chamberlain for marshalling the walk.
I can honestly say this is the first time I've ever used the bullhorn. It's very exciting. I'm just saying that if you get a separated bike lane, it's better for businesses, it's better for people, it's better for bikers, it's better for the climate, it's better for walkers, it's better for everybody, and there's absolutely no reason not to do it. So I hope that they actually pay attention at all to us, and that would be great. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks, Justin. Yeah, let's shout out all the activists that are here.
We're all activists here. So it's like so many people have helped to make today run smoothly. I'm just going to point out people who I see. Ricky here for timekeeping, keeping us on track. Lewis Anderson, Ryan Christman, Debbie Herden, Emily from TA, Ann Friedenberg is from TA's research department over there. Wave your hand. Of course, yeah, Johan, raise your hand, Rose, social media. Janet Joy, Alexa She's also from PA, or Families for Safe Streets, a staff member. And of course our chairs, Brian and Sam. Who am I forgetting, you guys? Who are here? Of course Hilda, who you heard from. Yeah, just really, the activist committee is made up, chaired by volunteers, led by neighbors and volunteers. I'm the staff member, but we partner together to support. And also Joe Frazier, just seeing you from the committee.
Can we shout out the roller skater who's been passing out all of
My daughter, she wants a better Bedford for Bladers, right? Also Sonia, Putzel, yeah, there's a whole crew here from the activist committee, in addition to all the neighbors. And before I forget, if you can take flyers that you can share, post in your buildings or share with friends, I have a stack of them, please do. We're continuing to push the petition. It's been signed by 169 people is the last I saw, or 96. Where every signature, it leads to an email to all the target electeds and DOT. So each time someone signs, an email goes to Mayor Adams, the DOT Commissioner Idanis Rodriguez, all of the elected officials you heard from today, as in addition to others, down all the stretch of Bedford from Flushing to, where's the southern end? Beyond. It actually goes, yeah.
So the end of Bedford is Coney Island.
Coney Island. So, yeah, because this is phase 1. So what can we expect after today? We are going to send out a press release. Our comms folks, Michelle from PA Comms is here. She's been documenting. A press release will go out with all of the quotes from folks today. We're going to create a summary report of today's event with all of the observations that we saw and noted, all of the speakers. The turnout will have pictures and show that energy and support. We have the events coming up on March 30th at Art Check, which you heard about, the clay workshop, and the bike ride by Council Member Osei on May 18th, a community ride that he does annually for Bike Month, which we support. That will be another opportunity. So we want to keep the drumbeat going strong and let the city know that we are not letting this go. We're going to take every opportunity to stay loud and keep up the fight, that we want safety on Bedford now. Yeah, great. And so, you want to say something? Oh, okay. Yeah, you take them from me. Okay, so that's kind of it for the program. Does anyone want to share any final thoughts? Just want to make it as inclusive as possible, and thanks to folks like Families for being here. Just across the board, it's been a great cross-section of the community. Yeah. All right. Okay. So do we have in the chat? What do we want? Better Bedford. What do we want? What do we want? Better Bedford. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Better Bedford. When do we want it? Now. Please get a snack and some treats. We have some giveaways. So come say hi and stay in touch.
I'll take you.
Okay, get some flyers.